Most women get married for love or whatever their version of love actually is. There is a small amount of women that do get married mostly for a baby daddy. And I actually do know of a couple cases of those. Pull up a chair. Let me tell you about one of them. It was actually a guy I met on a dating app. And he was in his mid 30s. And when I say he was good looking, I mean he was good looking. I mean, full head of beautiful dark hair. You know, he used a little too much hair gel, but that's okay. High cheekbones. As far as all of the sixes go, I'm 5'11", so almost 6. He did not have a 6-pack. He had an 8-pack. He did not have 6 inches. He had 9. Which actually, that in and of itself is a reason to divorce someone. That's a novelty. That's not a merry-go-round you want to get on more than once. And as far as income goes, I don't know. I don't ask people because I actually don't give a shit. But he was in law enforcement, and it was a specialized thing. So maybe, but again, who cares? Talking to him, he is very, very freshly divorced, and he has a little one. He's got a 3-year-old son. So I'm thinking like, wow, okay, that was a very short marriage. And I asked him, you know, was the split amicable? And he tells me that she told him one day that she was never actually in love with him. Oof, ouch. So of course I'm curious now, and I have to do some digging, and I find a lot of stuff about him online, and I find like there's an entire wedding website. There's several wedding registries. There's engagement, lovey-dovey engagement pictures. There is an entire story, an article about them in can't remember, a magazine, about their whole entire love story, starting from how they met to when they started dating and how long they dated and how they got engaged, and it was this trip and this thing went wrong, and it's their family. So I'm like, wow, this is like a fairy tale. What happened? I have to keep digging. At this point, I'm like invested. I'm rooting for them. And I find her Facebook, and it is, again, all of this picture perfect fairy tale stuff of when they were married and together and family stuff and this Christmas and that Christmas. And I notice like there's nothing recent on it. So more digging. And I find her Instagram that's very updated. And on the Instagram, she looks very different. I mean, she's put on a considerable amount of weight and cut a considerable amount of length off of her hair. I mean, she had like, you know, a little shorter than mine, but, you know, like long, very feminine hair. She's dressing very differently. Oh, and her hair is blue now. And I'm looking at all these pictures, and she's at all of these events, but there's no men in the pictures. And it dawns on me. I mean, look, not everyone can have David Crosby be your donor.